actually my childhood dream, since it's mine and not everybody's dream. As a child, I always had the zeal to make money. And by making money, I just don't mean like working in an office, a white-collar job, because I always felt that kind of money was restricted to the end of the month. And obviously, no one wants to always like wait to the end of the month to make money when you can make it on a daily basis. And also, my mom actually played a fast one on me back then when I was a kid. If I asked her to help me like buy something or get something, she would say, and it's not paid, wait till month end. And unfortunately for me, I would forget as at month end and remember the beginning of the month. And we kept on going and going and going. So since then, I desired to be a businesswoman, an international businesswoman, which I'm working on, and for my business to penetrate every corner of the world. Hobbies I picked up as a child was hair making, makeup, tailoring. I am sure many of us back then, they asked, what do you want to become? You say, I want to be a doctor. That was like number one. I want to become a lawyer. I never got to hear anyone say, I want to become a hairstylist, a makeup artist, which was my own case. In fact, back then I had a friend that said she wanted to become a daddy. So I want to believe what she meant by that was to become a leader, like how the father leads the family. So that actually gave me hope. If she said she wanted to become a daddy, then I think I was better since I wanted to become a hairstylist. Okay, so but back then I had so many obstacles, even as a child, part of which was an aunt of mine. How many of us know the evil doll Chucky? Yeah. So my mom, since my mom knew I loved making hair, she decided to buy me baby dolls back then. And after school, when I concluded my assignment and any house chores I had to do, I would sit and braid the hair of the doll till it's late and time to go to bed. My mom would even tell me she's feeling headache on behalf of the doll. Back then I did not care because I thought it was a joke. So back to my obstacle, this aunt of mine woke up one day and said she had a dream. And in the dream, she said she dreamt about Chucky. But unfortunately for me, she said Chucky was my baby doll, which my mom got for my upcoming business back then. She said she dreamt Chucky attacked the family, and since that was my doll, I can't be taking the doll into the house anymore. My mom was not around, innocent me, I did not have a phone to call. So I said, no problem, since it's not like she's disposing the doll, I can keep the doll outside the house. And anything I want to do, I'll go outside the house, I'll make the doll say when I'm done, I come back. In fact, back then, I never even watched Chucky. She was the person that told me everything about Chucky. She made me watch it. I was so scared to sleep. She felt maybe if I watched the movie, I would not want to keep on playing with the dolls, but it did not work. So fast forward when I got to secondary school, I was a very notorious student back then, like a very, very notorious student, which I'm sure no one can guess by just looking at me. I'm sure I look so innocent. But that's why they say you can't judge a book by its cover. But my saving grace back then was hair making. When it was time to be punished or to be flogged, I would just go and look for one senior student and ask senior, so don't you want to make your hair? Come, let me make your hair, and that way I would dodge the punishment. If there's even a staff, I would look for another staff to make hair for and then dodge the punishment. I made sure I became very close to my principal's wife. I was her personal stylist all through my 6 years in that school. I made her children's hair, even though I don't like making children's hair, they cry a lot. But I made it just to avoid punishment. So as I was looking for trouble, I had my saving grace and my backup plan, which was hair making. And it saved me a lot of stress, a lot of punishment, a lot of flogging. And I kept on moving like that till I finished from the school. I got to university. I then decided to make business out of it. Back then, they were not paying in secondary school, obviously, but when I got to the university, people began to pay, and lots of people got to know about me. And dear Toastmasters, I guess, standing before you is a very successful hairstylist. I'm not going to go into details about my makeup section or my fashion designing due to time, but if you put your mind to do something, I'm sure most of us can say we have done lots of things that we dreamt about when we were kids. And please, to our parents, if you have children that want to be hairstylists or makeup artists, do not stop them. Do not say you have to be a doctor by force, you have to be a lawyer by force. It is not compulsory. There are other means of making money, like successful and clean ways to make money, other than being a doctor or a teacher. So please, like I said, let's let our children have their dreams and achieve their dreams, and also encourage them to attain their dreams. Thank you, and over to you.